Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Exploring the Classics, where I like to discuss the classical scholars that we have. Alhamdulillah, we're blessed with them, like Ghazali, Ibn Tayyim, Ibn Qayyim, and many more, right? So today I'm going to be discussing a definition that Imam al-Ghazali gave of knowledge. So he says that the purpose of knowledge is, there are three purposes of knowledge. Number one, to revive the sacred law of Prophet ﷺ, that is Shariat Nabiyyi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then the second one is refining your character, and the third is breaking the soul that commands to evil. Yeah, basically, you fight the soul because so in nafsa la ammaratun bisu, yani the soul is committed to evil, so you break it down, you hold it back from doing evil stuff. So he writes it, إحياء شريعة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وتهذيب أخلاقك وكسر النفس الأمارة بالسوء. So this is such a beautiful definition. Like it's first of all, it's very important that we live a purposeful life. And a purposeful life means that we have a defined mission and we work towards a proper mission. So it's like defining the mission, the central mission of gaining or attaining education or any sort of knowledge. We might be from different professions, and we might be holding different degrees, but our central purpose should be this. And unfortunately, in this race of worldly life, as we've lost sight of the fact that Islam is a lifestyle and a mindset that we should inculcate in ourselves, rather than it just being rather than living a secular life. That okay, Islam and religious obligation are one thing, and my worldly duties, and my education is a separate thing. Whereas it's just one thing, or rather, I would say that Islam is, um, you know, helping you navigate through these worldly matter and refining it and defining it. But what education has now become, it's like at schools, it's putting the other person down. It's racing towards better marks for recognition. Racing towards good marks is not a bad thing, but the niyyah of it should be that because I am in competition with myself, therefore I have to score good. But if your intention is because I have to put that person down, or because he got more than me in the last test, then this is not a good intention. And he also says that how many nights have you stayed awake revising and memorizing knowledge, poring over books, denying yourself sleep? I do not know what was the purpose of all this, if it was for the purpose of attaining worldly ends, securing its vanities, and acquiring position and bragging before your peers. And it's just like he has just mentioned what is basically happening in our institutions. So I was also reading another book. She wrote something so beautiful about education and inculcating a proper, Islam-based curriculum in schools. One of the reasons that why we have become secular is that we are viewing science through the lens of people who did not believe in God, whereas who created science were the people who believed in God. So when you subtract God from the equation, then secularism is the consequence. But the solution for this is that we should have revised curriculums that are instilled in institutes. And if we are not doing that, then we are just increasing the number of institute, and we're naming it as better education and spreading knowledge, whereas we're not spreading knowledge. That's not knowledge when you do not have the lens of dealing social life, and it does not tell you to be who you are, right? That is what knowledge gives you, that ability to listen to that inner voice, rather than, you just your purpose being worldly ends. So with this, I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us or instills us with a proper purpose of attaining knowledge. And ma'as salama.